staff union of universities, they are warming up for their own. And so there are a lot of other issues that are still lingering, which can bring industrial unrest in the country. Chief. A good government must not allow that kind of thing to fester.
Chief, I can hear Nigerians out there saying, but we heard this before. We heard this from PDP in 1999. We heard it in 2003. So what would you say to the Nigerian out there who says, we've heard all this before? Give us some signs that you mean business.
We mean business, and that's why we say we want to give you a change. APC symbolizes change. If you allow us, you support us, we will give you that change. Because you said, like you said, PDP have consistently said it, but they had never lived up to it. And I think we are tired of it. Nigerians deserve a change.
So how is this change going to happen? Because there is always an assumption that PDP, APC, bird of the same feather, they will talk about change when it suits them. But in terms of the change, it will not happen.
No, we are not birds of the same feather. APC, the slogan is change. PDP, it is power. And power connotes impunity to what you say you want to do. So we are not birds of the same feathers at all, because their orientation is to exhibit naked power, which they have been doing all over the place. And we say we want a change, and let us come and we will give it to you. And for you to trust us, assess us by our performance in all the states controlled by our governors.
Chief, people have said that between one and the other, there is no difference.
There is a lot.
That is why people can easily flow from one to the other, because Omi Eko Ekoni, that's what they say.
No, Omi Eko is not always Eko. It's not, Omi Eko is not always Eko. Okay. Because it is not Panadol if it is not Panadol.
Tell us the difference. People are flowing from one to the other, and in some cases they even flow back.
Look, I have highlighted about 5 or 6 items. If you want me to continue, I'm prepared to. There are a lot of, everything about this economy requires to be revamped. And these are the things that we are committed to. The only thing I cannot do here is to start giving you the details, the nitty-gritty of how we're going to do it. It's like now handing over our strategies to the vultures in PDP, which I will not do.
All right. Let me ask Mr. Femi Additional. Now, when you look at the dynamics, the way things have gone now, what is your thought and what's the response of Nigerians who are readers of your newspaper and people you are interacting with on a daily basis about the caliber of people that the APC is trying to get into its fold?
Yes, I think it's twofold. I'll say a lot of Nigerians are excited that the political race is going to be more pulsating, particularly towards the 2015 elections. But you also have those who say, why should APC be fishing in PDP's waters? But then the question is, where else will they fish?
Oh.
Where else will they fish? So some people say the fact that they are going for former PDP people shows that there is no ideology and that it's going to be business as usual. But fortunately, a couple of days ago, I was speaking with Professor Bolaji Akiyemi, our former External Affairs Minister, and he told me that we should not be talking of ideology in politics. That ideology is long dead and buried. That what is at stake is power. How to get power, and whoever will help you to get that power, you go for. Imagine 5 governors defecting from PDP to APC in one day. Whether you like it or not, what incumbency means in Nigeria is that you have state power, you have authority, you have official money, you have the apparatus of power. And now when you have 5 people who have all that flowing into one party in one day, that's a big plus for that party.
It's a big event.
A big event, a big advantage.
But so, just before we move on then, let me ask you, in terms of the legality of their defection, decamping, or merger. What is your thought about that?
Yes, the legality is not in question. While not a lawyer, we leave the courts to adjudicate on that eventually. But from a layman's point of view, it is clear. The 1999 Constitution states that if any party is in crisis, any member of that party is free to move to another party, whether he holds a mandate or not. My position as a person in the past was that morally it was not good if you held a party's mandate to move with that mandate. If you wanted to move, why not drop the mandate? But then we don't know more than because there are precedents. When Mahmuda Shinkafi, the governor of Zamfara, moved from AMPP to the PDP, there was a court case against him, and the court ruled that he could move.
With the mandate.
Yeah, with the mandate. When Issa Yuguda moved from AMPP to PDP, there was another court case, and of course you had a precedent in Shinkafi, and the court ruled the same way. Ikedio Hakim left PPA for PDP, and there was another court case against him. Of course, anybody that goes to court now, I think is just wasting the court's time, because there are precedents. About 3 cases have been determined.
Even
and the
4.
4.
Even for former Vice President.
Former Vice President
Abubakar.
Atiku Abubakar was the first one. And the court ruled that he could move, even though he was the Vice
you
President.
mentioned, they were moving to the ruling party.
To the ruling party.
So there were no cases, but these are moving from. So there may be a case.
So we are now saying that
No, but Atiku Abubakar moves
it's okay.
If you move out, then there's a problem.
It can't be. There can't be 2 rules in a country.
No, I think what we are experiencing in the noise by the PDP is just they want to exhibit their impunity once more. They believe they can always use the judiciary, but I bet the judiciary is wiser now, and they won't allow themselves to be
Let me
used.
also add something. Don't forget the constitution review that was done recently. Last year, the Ekoromadu-led committee, carpet crossing was legitimized in that reviewed constitution. That as long as there's crisis in a party, anybody can move to another party. It's legal. It's constitutional.
Okay, we have since been joined by Mr. Bayami Daudu, who's a public affairs analyst, and he's joined us now. I guess you've been listening to the conversation as we have. What is your thought about the defection, decamping, or merger of members of PDP into the APC?
Well, it's just an exodus into greener pastures.
Greener pastures?
Yes. Or an exodus.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you carry a party card?
Yes.
Which party do you belong to?
I was the PDP candidate in the last council selection in Mushin local government. So I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, you still a member of the party?
Are you serious?
God forbid that.
Okay, so
Welcome to life, sir.
Oh, you're now born again.
He's not born again. If there's this thing I'm holding about against the PDP, if for a party that owns the federal apparatus and cannot fix electricity,
In 13 years.
cannot fix electricity. So what are we talking? What are we waiting for?
Okay.
Oh dear.
On that note, we'll just take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation. We have a few messages to take. So please don't go away.